Thank you so much for coming in and having a look what I have to say. So the first thing I want you to understand is how the body has actually decided that it can, after menopause, manufacture its own estrogen through belly fat, believe it or not. Now, I first found out about this a couple of years ago from a young woman called Kim Constable. And through her research, she had found out that after menopause, when we no longer produce estrogen, the body has found out how to do it through the belly fat, in particular the belly fat, just not any other fat, just the belly fat. So for women who have gone through menopause or are about to go through menopause, it's even more difficult to lose that belly fat because you're fighting against your own body. So the second thing you need to know is we have to start to ramp up our metabolism, either coming into menopause or during menopause. Coming into menopause, it would be better. And ramping up your metabolism, a lot of people don't understand what your metabolism is. Now, your metabolism is actually how fast your body can burn the calories that you eat. And this is, we do it this way. So you eat your food. The food is then distributed inside the muscles and used as energy. What cannot be put into your muscles is then stored in the body as body fat to be used as energy at a later time. So when we're a little bit hungry or when we're sleeping, the body uses the body fat as a source of energy. So that's what your metabolism is all about. So in order to increase the amount of calories that your body turns over every day, we use weights and build our muscles. Now, I'm not talking about muscles that are going to look like, you know, you're about to compete in some bodybuilding championship. No, I'm talking about really strong, really firm muscles, really toned, that need a lot of calories. So the more muscle you've got on your body, the more calories you can consume and the more calories your body will use. So instead of storing as fat, it will use while you're in your everyday day-to-day life. And lastly, I want to talk about your diet. Now, you're probably wondering why you still eat the same amount of food but you're not losing any weight. Well, as we get older, sometimes our food choices are not as good as they should be, and because of this they might be high in fat and they may be very high in calories, and then we add body fat to our body. So for argument's sake, somebody might like to put some peanut butter on some rice cakes, but peanut butter is extremely high in fat and extremely high in calories. So you might only think you're using a little bit, but you need to basically halve that. Eating too much fruit can have a detrimental effect on our body because it increases the sugar in our bloodstream, and therefore our insulin has to be released into the bloodstream to reduce the high sugar, and this can really upset your body and force your body into holding on to fat again. So, and that's a whole nother story. But we need to really make some good choices on food, good healthy whole foods. I always say to people, if it hasn't been grown in the ground, if it hasn't walked on the planet or flown in the air, then or swum in the ocean, don't eat it. So that's a pretty good way to understand what is a healthy diet, but making sure and finding out exactly what type of foods to eat that are low in calories but high in nutrients. So a piece of fish is quite low in calories and extremely high in protein and all of the good nutrients like omega-3s. So, but if you were to choose, say for argument's sake, a McDonald's hamburger, very low in nutrients and very high in calories and very high in fats. So one of the things that we need to understand is exactly how to eat so that we're getting lots of nutrients and not too many calories, but we need to eat to sustain ourselves so we don't feel tired and lethargic. So sometimes we need to actually increase what we're eating in order to lose body fat, which sounds bizarre, but I've seen it happen. So I hope these few pointers are going to help you to understand about why your body wants to hold on to the body fat, about the exercises you need to do as you get older in order to increase your metabolism, and also the best type of exercise to lose body fat is through walking, and make sure you have the right foods full of nutrients and not as many calories. So I hope this helps, and I will send you out a little bit more information every now and then just to help you along your journey. Okay, thanks for joining me. Bye.